Back in San Diego, and this week is Money Week here on the front page, and we are joined right now by entrepreneur James Brennan, who, listen, you may know the name by now, but James Brennan is just all over San Diego. Good morning, how are you?
Hey buddy, how are you?
It's great to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you too.
When somebody walks up to you and they go, so what do you do? What do you do? You got so much stuff going on.
Lately, I just tell them I'm an emailer.
Just sit behind a computer emailing.
Email. No, you know, I mainly the restaurants and now the juice company that we have, Suja Juice, are my two main focuses.
All right, so Amber is addicted to Suja Juice.
I'm now addicted to Suja Juice. Addicted to your restaurants as well. So a lot of my money goes towards you. So you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now I know where I'm spending it.
Yeah. We'll do this. Start us off with this, because you know we could spend hours, but start us off with this. The Suja Juice, and we've had Annie, who's one of the creators of the juice, in studio. 2 weeks ago, we went on the 3-day cleanse. How did you get involved in Suja?
My wife was drinking it back, you know, not this past year, the year before, with Eric, and doing the home deliveries, and finally I kind of said, I got to check this out and get what you're talking about here. After a few months of him kind of getting overwhelmed, I finally said, hey, if you ever really want to do anything with this, let me know. And one thing led to another, and now we've got this great company, and you know, it's grown like a weed, and you know, it's been really exciting.
What did the packaging look like before?
Before, it was just glass bottles that would completely see through, and there wasn't much branding or identity to it at all. Because
I think part of the success is the branding that Suja does, because it's very, you go on their site, it's user-friendly, it's colorful, everything's there. You get to, I love looking at the bottle. It tells me exactly which vegetables and fruits
it's got a lot of personality.
Yeah,
and
it does.
You know, Beck's Brands, the gal who did that, has won a couple of awards off that you know, branding that she put together for us. You know, it was a team effort on kind of choosing it. We had quite a few choices, but that's the one we went with, and I think it's really set us aside, not only as who we are as a company and what our personality is, but also when you walk into the store and you look at all the other bottles and then you see ours, you kind of gravitate to it. Yeah.
So Suja has become a huge deal, because a lot of Hollywood stars are drinking the Suja Juice, and they're taking pictures, and you see them in People magazine, and they're holding out the bottle.
And the minute celebrities catch on, you know, like ourselves, of course.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I feel like it just spreads.
You know, and the good news is they're paying for it, which kind of puts a different level of kind of appreciation for them to it. I mean, we've got everybody from Kate Hudson, Julianne Moore, you know, Jake Gyllenhaal, Hugh Jackman, the Damons, you know, Matt and Lucy Damon. So and the list goes on. We have like 40 A-list celebrities that are drinking it regularly.
So you're working with Suja Juice, and you're marketing it, and the company's growing. But you're also, you've got Stingery. You and Brian Malarkey have all the restaurants and seem to be expanding out of the state of California. Where do you find time to deal with it all?
You know, I'm up early, and you know, I also have 4 kids at home and a great wife. So life is busy, but I just, you know, you kind of you slow down to speed up in my world, and you know, you probably have to do the same. But you know, you breathe deep and you just get through stuff and try not to get overwhelmed and just keep moving forward.
But the thing is that when you've got Stingery, and you've got all these restaurants, and you've got the Suja Juice, and you've got your hands in a lot of different stuff. We all saw you here in San Diego, and by the way, so proud that, you know, even though you're a New Yorker, you're a San Diegan now, to see you on 60 Minutes and what you did for your hometown after Hurricane Sandy. We're looking at some footage of this is James on 60 Minutes. And just tell us, how are things going with the Hurricane Sandy relief? Obviously, that's not you there, but
that's my brother.
Who is that?
That's my brother Eugene.
Gotcha.
So it was all of us kind of working hard, doing a bunch of stuff, and you know, it was an amazing you know, time. There was a lot of kind of suffering and despair, but there was also a lot of things that really, you know, I found inside myself and
like
you know,
what?
found in other people. You know, just a lot of a real sense of gratitude and really being humbled, and you know, I stand by this. This has been the best job of my entire life, and I've had quite a few. And
you're talking about the Sandy relief stuff that you've done, and bringing all these people from New York out here to San Diego, the wives and the kids, so the kids go to school while the dads rebuilt the homes.
Yeah, so we had about 7 families out here that are all back home now. aside from that, we raised about $1.5 million that all directly went to families back there. We got about 200 families back in their homes already, you know, and that was just with the basics of an electric panel, a new hot water heater, and a new boiler, just so they could have heat and hot water. They still have a lot of work to do beyond that, but you know, we did that deal with the toy drive that we did with one of the local entrepreneurs here, Paul Buss, and Ziffed it. You know, we got almost $225,000 worth of toys that we delivered to kids who really missed out on Christmas, and they were great toys. We told them to shoot for the world on their list of 5, and it was Xboxes and iPads and, you know, American Girl dolls. I think we bought 65 American Girl dolls.
You guys spent some money at the American Girl dolls.
Yeah.
You know what's amazing is listening to you talk, James, you're like, okay, I'm proud of Suja Juice, and that was cool, and I'm really involved in that, and you know, I'm proud of the restaurants and the nightclubs and everything else.
But this is where it's hardest.
But you perked up and smiled when you talked about helping rebuild your hometown in New York and the philanthropy that you're doing. So, hey, to be continued, because I swear you could spend hours talking about all the stuff you're involved in.
Well, I just want to know from how you started your restaurants from the very beginning. So there's so much more to
We'll get into that next time. James, a pleasure.
Yeah,
thank you very, very much, and congratulations.
Look forward to it. Okay.
Money Week on UTTV. Don't go anywhere. More news right around the corner. Stay with us.